Hello there. My name is Stacie, and I am happy to have you here. I want to share my personal story of my hip replacement and why I'm doing this. So, a year and a half ago, I had a hip replacement following three labrum revisions. It was time to get the whole thing out and start over. And there was a lot of hope around that. And unfortunately, I'm one of the 1% of people who get a total hip replacement that it is now deemed as a failure. I had an infection, I revision, got the infection gone, had another revision. And at this point, there's no justifiable reason to do anything surgically. I'm just in that place, unfortunately, where it is deemed a failure. I was better than I was before the replacement. It's unfortunate. It's really sad. I've had to really spend a lot of time the last couple of weeks looking at my life and what I want to do as a fitness instructor, yoga instructor, meditation coach, all the things for the last 20 years that have been primarily focused on the body. Of course, as a yoga teacher, I really lean more towards the aspects of yoga that help you be a better person. But I do have a background in physical fitness and teaching people to be physically fit and teaching Pilates and bar classes and yoga and spinning and kickboxing and all the things. So I want to come back to the body for this series, and I want to come back to the basics of hip replacement rehab. These are things we probably have all done in our physical therapy journey, having a hip replacement, but I want to lean it a little bit towards mindfulness as well as coming back to those core basic exercises that we all know. So, I want you to make sure that you are cleared with your doctor, you're safe to do some of these exercises, and if anything feels not good, don't do it. And as we go through this series, we're going to learn how safe, effective standing with core engagement can really help us with our mobility. We're going to learn about, go back to the basics of activation and just getting those core muscles that are around the hip to engage. I think for me personally, as I've gone through the last 16, 17 months, my right side is my unaffected side and it has taken a toll. And so I'm not balanced in my activation. I've been babying my left side for so long because I'm in so much pain and we can't figure that out. But regardless, I want to shift the attention from pain to strength. So we're going to start with activation and move on to some strength as we go through this with the lens of mindfulness always at our core. I want you to learn to pay attention to the sensations that your body's speaking, the language, I call it, that our body speaks to us that sometimes we overlook or we compare or we compete or we dismiss. We're going to listen. We're going to listen to our body in many, many ways. So thanks for hanging out with me and we'll get started. So there'll be a series. So stay tuned. Take care and I will see you shortly.